eukaryotic cell. So today we'll concentrate on prokaryotic cell. So you have an ant, okay? I am not writing exact picture of ant, but I will try to little depict. Okay, see this is ant, and so you have a gigantic organism. Elephant, okay? Imagine that this is a elephant. This is ant. So what makes elephant gigantic? Gigantic, whether it is cell volume, that means bigger cells. Cell volume, okay, cell volume or cell size. Anybody can answer now. Please interact. Please interact. Okay. What makes the elephant looks bigger when compared to the ant? Huh?
Number of cells, sir.
Yes, somebody said, sorry, number of cells. Who said that?
Sir, 0062.
Ganesh, right?
Yes, sir.
So Ganesh has rightly understood. It is number of cells. See, the muscle cells are more in elephant as compared to the ant. Okay. So, and funny thing is, this gigantic organism, elephant, is afraid of this ant. Why? This is the fun in the nature. The gigantic organism, it is afraid of this tiny organism called as ant. See, if it crushes, no, the ant will die at no second. No second. Tell me why. Ganesh, why it is afraid?
Sir, we know that the trunk of elephant is very sensitive organ, and if any small creature like an insect or ant type of thing enter inside the trunk, sir, it will get very devastating effect on him. It can kill him also, sir, because it has many nervous connections.
So the problem is, I did not get this because there was noise in your voice. So, ant, what does it does? It will enter the ears. So I have not shown the ears. Okay. So it will enter the ears, so and create irritativeness. By that irritation only, ant can kill the elephant. Okay. So what I want to give one small message is, it is bigger problems have smaller solutions. Bigger problems have small solutions. Some exams you can see, You some one page question will be there. Answer will be one sentence or two sentences. Okay. So that is called as making you to understand the concept. So bigger problems have smaller solutions. So in your life, you must be thinking, oh, I have this problem, that problem, and all those things. So don't think like that, because so all the problems can be solved. Okay. So even this COVID problem, see that Andhra person, he has just for 10 rupees, he is giving a medicine which cures instantaneously. Okay. Question is, why that medicine cannot be made available to everybody? Anybody has answer? It is very difficult to give answer. Okay. So does size matters? Question. Does size matters? I am talking about cell size. Okay. Does size matters? So if you take the sphere, if you take the sphere, if you take a sphere, so if you take a sphere, so sphere, the surface of sphere is equal, the surface area of sphere is equal to 4 pi square. 4 pi square. 4 pi r square. Then volume is equal to, volume of this sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. So if r is equal to, so if r is equal to 1 micron meter, okay, if r is equal to 1 micron meter, then the surface area is equal to 12.6 and volume will be 4.2. So this is 4.2. So this is your surface area by volume. Surface area by volume. So that will become 3 here. So if you increase, if r is equal to 2, so if r is equal to 2, no, don't worry about this mathematics. I am just giving one example. Okay. So if r is equal to 2 micron meter, then surface area will become 50.3. The volume will become 33.5. So your surface area by volume will be very bigger. So it is 1.5. Okay. Surface area by volume it looks, so 1.5, and it is will be bigger. So size does matters here. So why we are talking about is, so I'll share you these slides with you. I have to share here only. Can you see here? Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ಇದೇನಪ್ಪ ಇದು? See, largest cells, okay, largest more than 50 micron meters. So more than 50 micron meters. So here you have a specimen, so some red blood cells, say red blood cells, the length is 700 micrometers. That is in nanometers. So E. coli, if you take, it is 13,000 into 14,000. Okay. So this much big it is. So then Rickettsia 475, this much big. Then poxvirus, this much big. Influenza virus, this much big. Then T2 bacteriophage, very small. Then TME, this much. Then some other virus. So this smallest in diameter. These are all diameter small. So some cells have diameter more. So this varies, okay? So size is a matter here, okay? Size is going to be a matter here. So prokaryotic, we are going to have a view of prokaryotic cells here. So they vary in their size, shape and aggregation pattern. They are simpler than eukaryotic cells, okay? Eukaryotic cells are very complex in their nature. So this is the structure of prokaryotic cell. So prokaryotic cell has a chromosome organized like this, okay? Chromosome organized like this. So chromosome is organized like this, and that is that region is we are going to call it as nucleoid. So it is a flagellum, okay? Inclusion bud, and chromosome is called as primbriae, and this is called S layer, this capsule, and it also has ribosomes, cell wall, plasma membrane. Okay. So prokaryotic cells have cell wall. So remember this. So what is coming to the size and shape of these are prokaryotic cell. So some are coccyte type. Okay. So some are coccyte type. So yeah, coccus, say coccus, it's like a spear. So you have diplococci. Diplococcus occurs in pairs. Streptococci occurs in chains. Staphycocci, grape-like clusters, and tetrads, 4 in square, and sarcinae, cubic configuration of 8 coccine. So just remember, prokaryotic cells vary in size and shape. So one statement here. Prokaryotic cells vary in size and shape. Okay. So this much you please remember. So arrangement of the size and shape, if you take bacillus, okay, singular is bacillus, plural is bacilli. It has a rod shape. Coccobacilli, very short rods. So rod shape means like this. Okay. Okay, like this is all rod shape only. Vibrios, curved rods. So you have curved type of rods. Then mycelium, network of long filamentous. So different shapes are there. Okay. So here you can see the difference in shapes. So you have network type. So rod shape. Okay. Fibrillar types. See, different shapes are there. Okay. So prokaryotic cells have different shapes and sizes. So if you take spirilla, so it is rigid helical type. Spirochetes, flexible helicases. Pleomorphic, you have organisms that are varying again shape here also. So what is the function of flagella? So flagella, so we'll study this flagellum. So it is like a tail. Okay, tail, it is for movement. Okay, motility they call, so it is for movement. Okay, so movement is by flagella. So there are motile cells. So run, tumble. Again, this is this is run, this is tumble, this is run. So different types of cells are there here. So motile cells are different and running cells are different. See, cell movement is there inside the cytoplasm. So in prokaryotic cells, we are going to call, if this type of flagella is there, you are going to call it as tumble type of cell. And if all the flagella is move towards one direction, so you call it as run type of cells. Okay, is it clear? The filament is very hollow, rigid. It is a rigid cylinder. It is composed of protein called as flagellin. So this is composed of protein called as flagellin. So some prokaryotes have a sheath around the filament. So some prokaryotes have sheath around the filament. So this is already you have studied. So that's why I am using this PowerPoint and going bit faster. So flagella structure as it has filament, basal body and hook. Okay, this is the microscopic picture, and next picture you can easily see. So you want me to write this picture and it will take so much time. So it has filament. This is the filament, this is the hook, and this is the basal body. Okay, so it will be gram negative as well as it can be gram positive also. So outer membrane, so it will, that flagella is connected like this. Okay, so for the movement, so it is an example of self assembly. Flagella assembly is a example of self assembly. So for your exam point of view, so no need to understand this much in depth. Okay, just understand, write the structure of, so generally they may not ask, but write the neat structure of prokaryotic cell and label, you have to label it, of course. Label it. Labeling is needed. Then functions of each parts you have to write. So that the question may come for prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell. Then differences between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell you are expected to answer. So flagella is for movement. That's all you have to remember here. Okay, flagella is for movement. So hook has filament, basal body, and all these things are not required for you. So in action, so what is happening? See, flagellin protein is there, so that will help for the movement of this organism. See, flagella is moving, so there is some interaction is taking place. So anybody want to study molecular mechanism of this? So you can visit this textbook, McGraw-Hill Company textbook is there. So molecular biology of cell. So you will be studying at the later stage of your degree. Okay. So there is chemotaxis also. It has receptors. Okay, its movement is well organized. Okay, tumble and run type it is there. So pattern of arrangement of again flagella is monotrichous, polar flagellum. So different patterns are there. So here the flagella can spin over 60. This question has come several times. Okay, so please remember, the flagella can spin over 60,000 RPM. cells can travel up to 90 micron meter per second and swim up to 100 cells length per second. So fast man can run 5 lengths per second. That what is the meaning here? Anybody, what is the meaning here? See, we can only run 5 lengths per second. You think about the cells. So this is forward run, this is tumble run, again this is forward run, and this is tumble run. Okay, so different types of movements are there. So that movement is controlled by a cell organelle called as flagella. Okay, just like a propeller. So if you take a boat, no, it acts like a propeller. Okay, so you'll have a counterclockwise rotation, that is run. So clockwise rotation and disrupts the run, causing tumble or twiddle. Okay, so another part is called as pillae and fimbriae. Okay, so this is pillae and fimbriae. Okay, these cell organelles, whatever you are seeing outside, so it is a rigid structure like outside the plasma membrane. So fimbriae is a plural, fimbriae is singular. So it is a short area like proteinous appendages. So it can be up to 1000 for cells. So it mediate the attachment to surface. So it is going to mediate the attachments to the surface. Okay. So different fimbriae is required for different attachments. So another one is sex pillae. There is sex pillae similar to fimbriae except longer length, longer and thicker. So this is longer and thicker, less numerous. So it is 1 to 10. It is required for sex pillae. Why it is called as? It is required for mating. So reproduction. For reproduction it is required. Okay. So that way, this is the function of pillae. So pillae is, so any attachment is coming, so that attachment is taken care by pillae or fimbriae. So you have a, fimbriae. So pillae, sex pillae is for reproduction mechanism. So another part is cell wall. So as in other cases of cells, cell wall provides shape to the cell. Shape to cell. Some is like this, some is like this, some is like this. So that is decided by cell wall. Cell wall provides a particular shape to the cell and it protects cell from the osmotic lysis, any turgor pressures. It also contribute to the pathogenicity. May also protect from toxin substances. So it is the region of energy metabolism in prokaryotic cells. So it provides a shape, okay, common point. So it also provides for osmotic lysis. It contributes to the pathogenicity because so pathogens can enter if cell wall is not working well. Okay, so pathogenicity is an important component contributed by these cell walls. So cell walls of bacteria, they can be divided into different groups based on the response to Gram-Stein procedure. Okay, cell wall based on the reaction of response of cell wall to this Gram-Stein procedure. You have a gram-positive bacteria strain. So strain purple it is. So gram-negative bacteria it gives a stain pink it is. Staining reaction is due to the cell wall, structure of cell wall. So you have a peptidoglycan and plasma membrane. So you have a cell wall here. So gram positive cell wall here and this is a gram negative cell wall here. So you have outer membrane, then peptidoglycan, then plasma membrane. So in between you have a periplasmic space, bigger periplasmic space, and you have here a small periplasmic space. So you don't have outer membrane here in case of gram positive cell wall. Okay, you have just plasma membrane and protein, that proteinaceous layer called as peptidoglycan. Okay, so this type of gram positive we are going to give different reaction, and this gram negative is going to give a different reaction. So same thing shown in the electronic picture here. So this picture, some amino acids are not absorbed in proteins, so don't worry. So gram positive and gram negative. There is structural change is there between gram negative and gram positive bacteria. So that is due to the structure change in the structure of cell wall. Okay. So I will not go take you into so much details here. So what is happening here? So plasma membrane, this will come back to later because theory is explaining the mechanism of plasma membrane. So we'll study later this one. So mechanism of gram staining and all not required for you. So plasma membrane is made up of bilipid structure. So this is a lipid. Bilipid means, so you have this side also lipid. So this side also lipid. So this is called as hydrophilic region and this is called as hydrophobic region. Okay, and these are called as phosphate attachments. This is a water molecule and this is called as glycerol. All these are glycerol molecules. Okay, and these are fatty acids. So bilipid structure. So plasma membrane is a bilipid structure. It has hydrophilic and hydrophobic nature. What is hydrophilic? Anybody answer? Is it water loving or water hating?
Water loving, sir.
Water loving. Okay, so that's why this so this is turned towards water. So here see I'm talking about water here. So the head is turned towards the water, so it is hydrophilic region, and this here nothing is there, so they don't like water, and that you call it as hydrophobic. Okay, now all of you have developed a mechanism. So people want online or offline teaching? Tell me which one you want.
Offline, sir.
Offline, sir.
Online. Why? Why you are developed a phobic to offline teaching? So you will be, whether you listen or not, you will be happy at the when it comes to writing exam, you are very happy to score marks, right? Now you are afraid of offline classes and offline exam. So here it is, phobia means it is they don't like water, that's all. So just remember here, we will study this one later again, the theories which explain the bilipid structure. So plasma membrane is made up of bilipid layer. So it is a fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane. So you have integral proteins. Okay, see these proteins are placed in between the membranes. Okay, so that means these proteins movement, so only they can pass through this gate. So you have protein gate, ion gate, only those protein type of particles can get inside, so not the others type of cells. So if some small cell is coming virus cell, it cannot take very easy route. See, that's why, see, coronavirus, if you are going near the infected person, then he is transferring droplets through fluid. Fluid is there, so through that it is going to come. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So our cell structure, plasma membrane structure is well protected mechanism. Okay, it has, see, it once the particles can come inside, they cannot go out. Okay, it is selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable membrane system is there, so that's why. So the plasma membrane has so much functions. Okay, so what are the functions? Separation of cell from its environment, selectively permeable barrier. It creates a selectively permeable barrier between the outside and inside. So some molecules are allowed to pass into the in and out of the cell, not all the cells. Okay, that is selective permeability. Transport system aid in the movement of. So other internal systems are complex folding plasma membrane. So don't worry about this. You don't need this. So osmotic lysis, plasmolysis, osmosis, osmotic pressure. So suppose osmotic pressure. See, suppose some people, they are very conscious. They don't want to go and refresh themselves. So if the tank fills, what happens? So if you hold urine for so much time, what is going to happen? Anybody? Osmotic pressure is going to increase or decrease?
Increases, sir.
Increase, sir.
So what will happen to you? Huh? So man cannot, you don't have control over involuntary actions. Okay, there are some genes which functions routinely. You can't stop them from functioning. Okay, so so pressure develops and see, most of the accident cases, if you take the data and analyze, most of the accident cases, people had high osmotic pressure. High osmotic pressure. People with high osmotic pressure, when accident takes place, they die at spot. Okay, they die at spots. So that's why it is not advised to increase your osmotic pressure inside your body. Okay, so as and when you want to take relief, you have to take relief. Okay, so that way these are all plasmolysis. So all these are very simple mechanisms. I'll just skip. So there are membrane proteins, peripheral proteins, integral proteins. Same thing, another picture here. So this all eye level, which is not required for UG level. So how cell division takes place in prokaryotic cells?
Binary fission.
So binary fission here. Okay, cell division. So one cell is going to become two cells by a series of reactions, series of things are going to take place. So it is simply multiplication of one cell to another cell by binary fission only. So remember that much. So these are not required for you. Yeah. ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವ ಇದು ಇದಕ್ಕಿದಂಗೆ pen got stuck up. Is the problem in this pens. So somebody tell me what is prokaryotic cell? What are the characters of prokaryotic cell? This pen is not working. somehow.
Prokaryotic cell don't have nucleus, sir.
Very good. So we simply had a look into all the cell. I don't know what happened to this. Pen is not working. So anyway, prokaryotic cells don't have nucleus. Pro means before. Pro means it is before. So these organisms are formed before the development of nucleus. Okay. So if you understand evolution theory, so they believe that they were primitive type. Okay. So nucleus was not developed in these cells. So even then, how do they survive? They don't have well-developed nucleus. Chromosome is they have genetic material. Whether they have, I think this pen
Yes,
is-
sir. They have.
they have genetic material, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So they have genetic material. So only nucleus is not present. So which is present in nucleus is present in which type of cells?
Eukaryotic.
Prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell, it is present or absent?
Absent, sir.
Absent,
Yes.
sir.
So it is present in eukaryotic cells, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So why this differentiation in the nature? Why eukaryotic cells have nucleus, prokaryotic cells doesn't have nucleus?
So it is because of
Prokaryotic-
evolution, sir, because first prokaryotes have come, sir. Then when evolution occurred, sir, the complexity in cell increased and then eukaryotes evolved. That's why.
Thank you, Ankita. So first primitive types came, then the complex types came. My question is why? Why they don't have? Why we have?
Sir, they don't have gene for performing nucleus, sir.
Yeah, why they don't have? Why we should have?
Their cellular organization is simple, sir. That's why they don't require such complex mechanisms, sir.
Very good. So they see they are. So I can't say they are useless organisms, but if you think they are very simple, they don't need this much complex mechanism. See, nobody is. See, have you seen anybody watering weeds? Have you seen
Yes,
anybody watering weeds?
No,
yes,
sir.
sir.
You have seen somebody watering weeds?
Yes, sir.
Weeds are given water.
Sir, the plants are given water, weeds are growing along with them, so they derive, sir, without any need, without any effort also.
No, suppose forest. Imagine that forest plants are there. So they are not fertigated. They are not given any plant protection. They are growing on their own. Nobody is giving fertilizer. All these things, whatever you are talking. So they are growing on their own. They are surviving on themselves, right? Say when it comes, say you take your crop plant, say maize. You have to look after maize so much, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you have to give irrigation, you have to give FIM, you have to plant protection and all. If you take some other wild weed, you don't need to give any protection at all. Why?
Weeds are unwanted plants, sir. They don't have any economic importance.
No, you can't say being agriculture graduate, you cannot say weeds are not having any economical importance just because somebody gave you definition.
Sir, they have
All
allo
these
chemicals
weeds,
which might be.
all these weeds are having very important genes, okay, which gives them a
High
see,
resistance power and
yeah.
adaptability factor.
You take disease, they have high resistance. You take stress, they have tolerance. They have high resistance. So that's why nobody watering also they will survive. Why not our crop plants? See, over the years we have depleted this type of use. If you take wild crop relatives, they still have all these characters. Okay. Suppose if you want me to give one example, so if you walk through the local coriander, a landrace of coriander field, so even 1 kilometer you are going to get a fragrance of coriander. But present hybrids they don't have that type of fragrance because they have those genes are lost. Okay, simple. So why I just want to give example all this one. The prokaryotic cells they are primitive type. So they can survive. They depend on other organisms to survive. Okay, that is another peculiar character these viruses have. Okay, because virus also prokaryotic. That's why. So that way their mechanism is very simple. So and nobody is going and see the genes from us are we are not going and other. So one has to be, so man is built or other higher organisms are built in such a way that you should follow some systematics in your life. Okay, that's what I want to tell. So if you talk about transcription and translation, because in prokaryotic cells, the genetic material is floating in the cytoplasm. So transcription, translation takes place inside the cytoplasm only. Whereas in eukaryotes, if you take the transcription and translation is not taking place in the same. See, transcription takes place in cytoplasm, sorry, nucleus. Transcription takes place in the nucleus. Then the editing, the mature RNA copy, making of mature RNA copy, it takes place in the cytoplasm. So that means in some cases editing takes place inside, then the mature mRNA leaves the nucleus. Okay, then translation takes place in the cytoplasm. So like that, different mechanisms are there. So I think you are going to study all those things in the next course, that is principles of genetics or fundamentals of genetics. So here our genetic material is present in the cell organelles. So we are interested in just giving the difference between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. So eukaryotic cells are very simpler. So genetic material also present is very simple. Either you have 1 chromosome or 2 chromosomes or 3 chromosomes. If you take the eukaryotic cell, they have very complex system, and so gene regulation, gene expression is studying of this also is very complex from the eukaryotic system as compared to the prokaryotic system. So that's why all the examples of understanding of these basic concepts of genetics and cytogenetics comes from the examples of prokaryotic organisms. So why prokaryotes are E. coli is taken as a model organism? Because the chromosome number is very less, the structure is very simple, so you can easily put your gene of interest and study, so express, silence, so everything you can do very easily in case of this prokaryotic systems. So that is in brief about. So what is a prokaryotic cell? Prokaryotic cell is the one which is not having any nucleus. Okay. So in exam we may have to answer what is the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Okay. So any doubts you have here? Siddesh? Siddesh, are you there? Siddesh?
Sir, our the connection weak is sir. Poor network is आता sir.
Okay. Then who will take attendance here? ಸಿದ್ದೇಶ್ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ? ಏನು ಹೇಮಂತ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಕೋ-ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಹೇಮಂತ್ ಕುಮಾರ್.
Sir.
Who told you to become co-host?
Sir, don't know, sir.
You have become yourself co-host? Huh?
Yes, sir.
ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂತೀಮ?
Yes, sir.
ತಗೊಂಡು ಕಳ್ಸಪ್ಪ.
ಆಯ್ತು sir.
So this cell organelles everybody knows, okay, it is all repetition in so you will be studying in most of the courses, so that's why I will be using PPT only for this cell organelles. Okay, biochemistry you are studying cell organelles, craft physiology you will be studying cell organelles, genetics also you are studying cell organelles, but the context of learning is different. Okay. So we will understand what is the behavior of genes present in the nucleus. Okay. What is the behavior of genes present in the cytoplasm is different. Okay. So you are going to study nuclear based inheritance, cytoplasmic based inheritance. So in the coming courses you are going to study. So here cell and prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. So it is a simple introduction topics. So I will go through it very fast. Okay. So if any doubts are there, please ask. Otherwise, we'll stop at this stage. 10:30 it is. So you must be having another class, right? Yes, sir. No.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll end here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Attendance is taken. Hemant Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye. Bye then.